Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Monkeys, Melons, and Mystery.
Yay!
Co-
Well, mystery, but
Medals, I think.
and medals, too, yes. Medals are important. And co-starring Komodori Hiko
hello.
and Shadow Toa 1918,
Hello.
as we continue with what is now part 3. If you missed the first 2 parts, shame on you.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, shame on us. We didn't exactly. Our schedules have been a little bit weird the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, this is adulthood. It's only expected.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of last time, we unlocked 2 more worlds. But before we go to either of those, we have some things to check out.
Nice.
Swim
Oh.
animations.
Yes. The first of which is going to involve Tiny Kong.
Awesome. So I ended up rewatching several videos that came out about the Donkey Kong Country TV show.
Oh,
no.
dear.
Oh,
Dare I ask what came of that?
Many things. Oh.
Yeah, for those who've never seen the TV show, it's... Yeah, don't. It's just not advised.
I have a good thing to say about it.
Which is?
Donkey Kong's singer has a pretty good voice, all things considered.
Oh, yeah, he does. The Crystal Coconut song from the film.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Roughly 2 minutes in, we've already got our first gold banana of the night.
Yay!
But here's the real reason we're here. Oh, quit your blubbering.
Banana fairy.
Banana
Banana
fairies.
fairies.
I love this
Yes.
music.
Your dress is clipping through your legs.
I don't know what's worse, this or the Great Fairies. Funny, I recall
Yeah,
saying that
well,
last time,
the
too.
Great
At least
fairies.
the great fairies don't clip.
True.
But they're terrifying.
But they're on model.
Banana skin photographs.
Okay. So, we don't catch the fairies so much as capture their image in a photo.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
A secret ability.
A secret
Might that
ability.
be to use a camera? No.
Well, that was one ability. Unearthing hidden items. That's very important.
Ah, okay. More crystal coconuts. Hey, there we go. That's what the film.
Well, no,
So
that takes a crystal coconut. That does explain the film.
Yeah, we can now finally use that.
Yes, so now I know somewhere we can demonstrate its use.
Nice. Yeah, because there's one fairy that's immediately right. Yeah.
And notice the indicator on the upper right.
Well, that's. Why don't more games have one of those for these silly camera games?
I know, right?
Kingdom Hearts certainly didn't.
I know. Like.
Now every
I
time
mean,
you
it had something like it, but yeah.
Now notice every time you capture a fairy, some limits go up. Your film, your crystal coconuts, both max raised by 1.
Okay. So that has multiple effects.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We already did that one.
Yep, that one we still can't do much with. Nor this one.
That.
Nor that one over yonder. What else can she do? Nice kick.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, let's go back in here, because there is something that ties back into one of the squares we filled in.
Ooh.
Now, you may recall that I mentioned we had a way, if needed, to make collecting those 50 coins easier.
Right.
A fine example of that is in a cave that we did not explore here.
Okay.
See this here mound?
Bats, 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 bats.
Ah.
That right there is 5 coins for every Kong, including those you have not saved yet, which means Chunky is going to come out rich when we finally save him.
Nice.
Now, I don't have all of those locations memorized, but at the very least, we no longer have to skip them.
Yay!
Okay, cool. Oof.
Now back out to the world we go.
I must return to my world.
Alright.
Back to Diddy Kong.
Yes, we're going to need Diddy for this next little thing here. Actually, may not even be able to get him up there. Yeah, unfortunate. I do know one way to potentially do it if this thing is where I think it is. And if it's not, then, oops.
Well,
It's there, but it's sealed off.
Ah. So we can't quite get to it yet.
That's okay. There's another one right down there.
yay!
See a helicopter pad?
Money!
So yeah, we'll be able to get a few things for him when we unlock, for Chunky when we unlock him.
Yes, we will. Alright, now it's time to get up there.
Yeah. No, why? I have an itch on my leg under my laptop. This is
No!
Oh dear. Pretty gloomy out here.
Jeez.
I now
Think-
can't see anything.
You'd think that this would be reserved for the final area, not so early in the game.
One would think. But no, there are things we gotta take care of up here.
Nice.
Okay, there's two
Success.
things we can do here. If we go across the way here,
Oh.
there is stuff.
Snides HQ.
And this right here, we'll see later, is a very extended Rube Goldberg thing.
Okay.
Can't use that pad just yet.
But
Presumably
it
we'll
has
have to-
Diddy's face on it.
It does. So when he gets that power, we will be able to use it.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Die. Mwahaha.
You dare come to my lair?
Yes.
And with that,
Yeah.
the warp system is complete.
Ta-da!
The bats aren't happy about it.
Yeah, well,
It's too bad completing the warp system on your home island is not one of the things on the card.
oh, that's okay.
It is very unfortunate.
So yeah, tally amount for your bananas.
Yay!
If we can not write it to him.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong consonant. Yay!
He only takes 15.
Mm,
Now there's something to notice about these big boxes here. The color of the question mark gives you a very direct hint as to who can interact.
Ah, there are multiple colored questions.
Yes, there are.
That is very useful to know.
Or so I thought.
Or can you?
Maybe you don't have the power unlocked for this one.
The last
That
power...
seems to be a common theme.
The last power would not help me here.
Oh.
At least I was pretty sure that this took... that the color meant something. I could be very wrong about that, and if I am, oops. But I do have one more idea before
Well, I mean, I believed you, so...
Nope.
Yeah. Ignore me, I'm an idiot. That's obviously not the case.
Darn.
Oh well, whatever.
Well, there's a mysterious switch over there.
There is. However, we do not have the ability to manipulate it yet.
What? Ooh, okay. Wait, what? Bring the factory to life? To life?
Well, I was going to take a vote as to who we start with, but it sounds like we may want to start with DK off of that hint.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, man. Something to do with my, my fiddler reference.
Ah.
Someone I was listening to today was very upset because he saw a... Wow.
What did he see?
He saw a roofing truck for a company called... Ouch. for a company called Fiedler Roofing Inc.
Fiedler Roofing
Inc.
Inc.
The fact that they completely lacked the creativity to make the best name they could possibly have.
Oh, lovely. So it looks like to start out, the factory branches in two directions. One of them quite directly beckons DK.
Well, what fun is going that way when we can battle with clockwork alligator mice?
Indeed.
Alligator mice.
They look a little bit like clockwork mice to me. Throw the grenades! Get punched in the face!
My melons are complete again.
Totally worth it. Oh, that... Okay, last time I saw that happening was in a Spider-Man game.
The Spider-Man game?
Depends on your definition. Usually, when I talk to people, I mean the Spider-Man game. I don't know if that's the one you're thinking of.
Oh, jeez.
The N64 one. The famous one.
Activision, Neversoft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man game.
Oh, is that one? Is that the one where Venom makes fun of you in the sewers?
Yes.
Yep.
I really need to show you that game. It is a gem.
This looks big.
Yeah. It also,
I hear a
it also
splat.
Splat.
Yes. Somebody just said splat. And that somebody carries a blueprint. So here we are in production.
They are really mixing up the banana placement here.
Yeah, this is about standard for this point in the game.
Okay. Really gonna have to
This
keep
must be the
track
guy
of
who
this.
was making all that noise. Alright, now let me look at these pads a little more carefully.
Oh! Yeah, I should be paying attention to that. This here is the Frantic Factory, right?
Frantic Factory, yes.
Does it have any sub-levels?
Sub-levels? Do not remember. It probably does, and it'll become clear as we go through if that's the case.
Yeah, like how the Angry Aztec level had
Oh, you're saying like the
Tiny Temple and the
Oh, yeah.
Llama Temple as like little subsections.
Yeah, I forgot. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So there's a gate. Well, that's not good.
So we can't put... well then.
I guess this is happening now.
Yep. Much sooner than we're used to here.
Oh,
Well, I want the bananas first.
right.
Oh no, we missed!
Now, what have we just done? Hey! Hey!
Materialized a switch.
Kong arcade game.
Looky here.
Where?
I don't know where it is!
Somewhere.
Somewhere, someone is having more fun. Where is this? No. Where is the arcade game?
We will find it. But first, we have a friend that needs help.
Yeah.
And only one Kong can help.
Our boy Lanky! Hello!
Oh!
I love those moments where you just...
Where you just see the hopelessness in front of you.
Yeah.
Hey, easy.
I
Hey.
can't see anything because of this camera!
You know what? They still haven't figured out how to make a good camera nowadays. I don't get why people
Yeah.
expect it by this point. Yeah!
Best boy just saved a friend.
Yay!
Is green bananas. And that's our first golden banana as well, right?
Yes, it is.
Of the level. Ta-da!
Complete with double
now
dab.
we-
Oh!
Ooh.
Wow! Alright, and there's our first pad system done.
Cool.
Now, DK still got some work to do, so let's go back to him.
By first pad system, I imagine you mean of the level.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Transport 1 for Frantic Factory is complete.
It's like, I doubt that's the last of the teleport pad 1s we'll run into.
Oh, no. Now, every main has 5 of them.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ugh, don't you just love those? Oh man, there was one game I was watching where somebody quick saved their game just as a grenade was like a yard away from their face.
Oh, I've had that happen plenty with instant death-like things.
It's like, no. He can fit under that table. That was surprising.
Yes. Well, here's the arcade machine.
Yeah. But he can't use it?
That's because Cranky.
Oh, Crank. We need to buy the power from Cranky. Got it.
Yes. And
Or,
I'm actually going to resort to a slightly filthy trick here.
us.
I'm going to leave here for a moment.
The bats aren't happy about it.
Oh, are we going back to the first two levels now, or?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. Oh.
What am I doing?
You're going to visit Cranky in the main overworld, and wait till. Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. That's not really cheating. It's just taking advantage of the perfectly
Gameplay mechanics.
gameplay mechanic that has been put in place here.
Indeed. It's not cheating, it's just a little bit dirty and off the cuff.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not the. It's potentially not what the developers intended, but they did put it here, so. Simeon, strain us. You will get carpal tunnel from doing this all the time. A lever!
So now we can deal with the levers.
Nice.
I'm not going to do that for everybody's powers.
But will you do it for Junkie's first power, now that you have 10 points for him?
No, not just yet.
Okay.
I think this may have been the wrong... Yeah. Now, by the time we get around to Chunky, I will know where Cranky is in the factory. So we will not need to go there.
Okay. So,
But no, I really want to get to that arcade game. And hey, we're not going to have to climb again.
Yay! It's at times like this when I wish I could apply effects to my voice at will.
You're
I
certainly
could have made a sick Doctor Who reference that fans of that series would recognize, while I did not.
So here's what the lever looks like.
Okay, there. Okay, that does come back down. That's good.
Camera, please.
No!
So,
The
about
bongos.
Oh, have you?
why'd you do that? Jerk bird.
Oh man.
Now, if you do that again, it will do absolutely nothing.
Little moments like that are wonderful. Hello, old dead lady.
Yes, I know, I did that. Thank you, Wrinkly. Much appreciated. What's over there? Just more ammo.
Hello.
More crystal coconuts.
Coconuts. And death. Oh, that's just a drop. Never mind.
Wouldn't that have been interesting?
Yeah.
Death in a lobby. Now, where were we?
I'm sorry. When did this game get ridiculous? Ah, death. That's when this game got ridiculous. Oh, death.
I'm pretty sure it got ridiculous right at the beginning, but anyway.
Yeah. Ow.
You're having some issues there.
Well, it took 5 hits for him to damage me.
That seems pretty successful.
So,
All right, here
who's
we go.
who's for some retro?
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Oh, dear.
already doing that. He's gonna tear into the game world. Will he join Mario, the friend he has learned to get along with, or will
Oh,
he
good
help
lord,
his
ow.
grandfather in his schemes of the time? Why would that actually be a somewhat interesting game?
Because it would.
Yeah, it's like time traveling DK has to choose between Mario and oh man.
Now notice up top where you normally see extra lives. You
Yeah.
have none. You have 1 life to get through all 4 levels.
Wasted hammer.
Ah! I apparently was misaligned with the ladder.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, all I have to do is pull the lever again.
Yeah. I have only ever played the last level of this.
Hmm.
At least I think it was the last level.
Well, all 4 levels are here, so you'll see it.
Right. Basically, I played the level that was available for demo in Smash Brothers Brawl.
Hmm.
And I was not very good.
Alright, I'm going to save it right there. Because I do not want to burn time with that lever again.
25M!
Boy, these ladder positions are touchy.
Oh,
Are you
no.
kidding?
You made the classic hammer mistake. Oh, jeez. I feel bad for bringing up Super Smash Bros. All the time, but it's like...
Why? It's that good.
Well, it's...
I am not, but it is.
What I'm remembering specifically is the time that we just put the hammer and Bob-ombs on high for the whole, just several matches.
I mean, isn't that just what you do?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Get up the...
No, not again!
I believe this is the definition of insanity.
A little bit.
Well, no, we've adjusted what we've done every time. The first time he died because he jumped when he wanted to climb. The second time he died because he mistimed the hammer. The third time he died was just silly. The fourth time, he actually started to climb the ladder this time. Look at us this time, we're making
We made it to the 3rd level! 4th level!
Oh!
Oh, that was close.
Oh! Get up, up, up. Nope.
No, down. Up, down, hammer. That's... Oh, watch out for this one, man. We can do it!
Line yourself up with that ladder when you get the chance, though.
Yeah, you can't line yourself up with the ladder in case the barrel... You did it! Hooray! She's been stolen again!
What?
Polly, no!
Hey, the mayor's got a set of pipes on her, though.
Yeah, she does.
That wasn't so bad.
Yay! That was much easier. Make sure you quick save.
I did.
Ah, yes, it's this level.
I used to be good enough to make the high jump, but I'm not trusting myself with that now. Oh!
Yet another thing that I know better from Super Smash Brothers. Seriously, I do start to feel bad that my entire experience with Donkey Kong is bad with Smash Brothers.
That's not fair. You played Mario Party.
Oh, that's not a Donkey Kong game.
No, but Donkey Kong's in it.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I like these little flame guys. They're cute.
I don't.
They look hyper annoying.
But they're cute. Look at them. They go da-da-da-da-da.
No! They got you from behind. They came from behind.
Yeah, and as you can see, he's got quite a behind, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh man, insert meme here. I say because the meme is already tired.
Okay, what's the best way to do
They're
this?
so cute.
Yeah. They look like they're furiously sweeping.
Sweep, 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 sweep.
Like, do you see that, Robin?
Yeah, they're just like.
No!
I don't have the same sympathy.
These people can die in a fight. Wait, no.
Wait, no.
Bye-bye, ape.
So this game kind of worked a little bit on Pac-Man logic then.
A little bit.
Oh, and that's why he's so cranky. We hope you enjoyed this flashback to the yesteryears of the Kong clan.
Ah!
I guess that just kind of confirms that if this was a game about Donkey Kong going back into the past, he would ultimately side with Mario over his own grandfather.
Ultimately. A unique special prize by completing it again? Well, who am I to refuse?
Do you want to do? I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah. So what have we got? Time for quick saves, because we only want to spend 2 coins on this.
No, it's okay. You only spend the 2 coins once.
Oh,
But this time...
Flash.
He's stolen all of Nintendo.
Wow. Well.
Bowser
okay,
wasn't the
then.
Bowser wasn't the first villain to take over Nintendo.
Yeah. So very glad that that's a thing.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I'm sure Doug Bowser is a perfectly nice fellow, but good
Sure,
lord.
yeah. I was joking with Robin, like, how do you suppose the interview?
Another cute fire guy. Aww.
I was telling Robin, like, how do you suppose his interview went? Do you think it was just like they look at his name and it's like we have we can fit you in somewhere, which is good luck.
Like, could it get any more perfect than that?
Yeah.
And I was saying to a friend of mine at work that now they gotta have... Whoa! What a toss.
Oh, wow, well then.
Ooh, he pitched a fastball at you there.
Anyway, wow.
I love the Nintendo.
Yeah, I was telling my one friend at work, now they gotta have some intern named Mario come in and be the successor.
Oh.
Hey. Hey, no, stop it. Get away. Get away from me.
Hello, fire friend.
No, stop it. Get out of here.
Oh, man.
No, leave.
Aww, he just wants to be our friend.
I don't want... I don't want a hot time. Oh yeah, extra life at 10,000.
Oh man. Yeah, Robin.
Yeah.
I feel
Mario
like,
would never
What killed
take.
you there?
He would never take fall damage at that height.
yeah. We're operating on physics. Actually, 52.
Really?
Just imagine fire.
I feel like I need, whenever the fire guys get close, I need to try to channel, like, Call Me Kevin a little bit. To start covering Ring of Fire.
Oh. They're too cute for that. Look at their little fire faces.
The plus side, this is going really well, and totally not being save stated at all.
Oh no, never.
I don't see words telling me they're save states, therefore I totally believe that you aren't doing that.
Totally.
These guys are like little fire slugs.
I don't like fire slugs.
Oh, but they are cute.
Alright, that was the definition of stupidity right there.
Yeah. That was pretty, silly.
They're all on the left.
So you... No! You jumped off the...
You saw nothing. I did no
I
such
don't know what
thing.
you're talking about.
I did no such thing.
What happened? Nothing happened.
So long, Ape.
Boink.
And Mario's in love with Nintendo.
This is the story of how he became their mascot.
By beating an ape.
Alright. With that, congratulations! You have gotten your fourth, you've gotten your fourth bingo card.
The Nintendo
in
coin?
column 3, the Nintendo coin.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you've only got one more before you get a bingo in that column.
Already? Wow.
Yeah. Of the 5 you've gotten, 4 of them have been in the same column.
That's impressive. Okay, so now we've gone all as far as we can one way. Now let's go the other. Ow.
B says no. B
says
says no.
No.
No, that's not. That's what I want. This is.
You just wait until I post this on Instagram. You'll regret this so much.
Grab the camera, please.
Emra says no.
Like all enemies, he falls to the power of music.
I love the power of music.
Ah, yes.
Camera says no.
Three.
Not sure I like the layout of this world.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either.
Yeah, it's a bit of a maze, isn't it?
Well, there's one worse than this for me, and that's coming up next.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Oh well, it happens.
Oh man, we were watching... Okay, this is going to require some explanation, but it does work out well, I promise.
Mhm.
Go for it.
So I take it you know what Half-Life 2 is, right?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what Gary's mod is?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There's a group Robin and I watch on YouTube that plays games on that, and various people will just make maps for it.
Mhm.
and one of those maps was Boo's Mansion from Mario 64.
Really?
Yeah. And so this group of people, they're walking around, they're enjoying themselves. Hello, person. And... Funky.
Alright, so this is an
And,
all purchase.
Yay! Ammo belt. Nice.
Everybody's ammo cap is now 100.
Nice. That should be more than we'll ever need. Should be, I say.
Should indeed.
You say that, but there's
Yeah.
there's 100 arrow quiver in Twilight Princess, and I still didn't think that was enough arrows.
So anyway, yeah, they're exploring this mansion, and two of them go into a room, and one of them is like, hey, you, go sit down and play the piano for a minute.
Interesting.
Because this guy apparently didn't know what happened. What happens. So he just walks over completely unsuspecting, and
And things happen, right?
yeah. Point being, what did you roll?
Spoilers!
Oh. What on earth?
Walking playing pieces say no.
Oh no, it's like that one line from Eye of Argon. Where
Oh
they were tossing
no!
dice, sitting at a table. What?
Oh, that book. That book.
Ooh, boy, that's a piece of work.
Question mark?
There's another word I would say for it.
Yeah.
But hey,
Whew.
you guys hear that?
Yeah, I did.
There is family.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, hey, hey!
Oh man, 3-hit combo on you right
Yeah,
there.
the camera does not like this level at all.
What's up here? Another green coin. Hey, get out of here!
I am still really happy I got to introduce you to that.
That book.
Yeah, because it is utterly hilarious.
That's not the tool I wanted.
The sheer incompetence of. Here, let me play you a song. Start dancing. Now hold still while you dance. Ah. Okay, we need to. Where? I mean, that was a good attempt.
Got her.
Did we? Yes, you got her.
Yeah, if she disappears, we got her.
Yes. Ah, yes. Our inventory goes up. This is like the less tedious and less slightly insulting version of the... Oh, those things from Breath of the Wild. Korok.
Right. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, Robin.
Yes.
Yeah, did you see what you get if you collect all the Korok seeds?
Yes, I did.
Oh, man.
Is it worth it?
No.
Hmm.
You know what you get?
What?
You get a golden Korok seed.
Oh, 60
Think.
seconds to do this, huh?
Carefully. Oh, I thought it was a slide puzzle. I was going to help out.
Oh, no, 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 no. Crap.
I'm
Nope.
actually good at slide puzzles.
No one likes slide puzzles!
I enjoy slide puzzles.
No one!
Oh, no, that's a 9.
That's a 9, yeah. It's a good... That's an 8.
Oh,
Looking for 7.
oh am I? Okay.
There
I
you
am
go.
behind here.
7 comes after.
Come on, hit it.
Yeah, we are, no!
I'm a little behind the green here.
Yeah, this is like a game in Mario Party, where you really start feeling the crunch after an initial mess up.
Memory match.
Uh,
Or tile driver, depending on which Mario Party you're referring to. Okay, so
let's
that's...
play more. Play more Super Mario Party. That is still a fun game.
Yeah, it is.
That really needs DLC, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More
Nintendo.
maps would be amazing, Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Nintendo. What are you going to do about
Like
it, Nintendo?
Like they watch this.
I know.
They're not going to watch this. I am extremely unpopular. They're not going to watch it.
You're not unpopular, you're just not popular.
Yeah. Alright.
It's like, there's definitely a difference between fame and infamy. Because oddly enough, both means that a lot of people know you.
True. Alright, so we've just come from testing, and now it's time for some R&D.
Alright, R&D.
Where everything's unsafe.
Yep.
Well, now testing is where things are unsafe.
Oh no, research and development has its moments too.
That's fair. So, oh man. Yeah, you're right. I'm remembering the rough equivalent of this room from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Uh-huh.
Which is a great movie that I need to rewatch.
I love that film. I'm not
I
a movie
still
guy in
love
the
that
least, but I really thoroughly enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Okay, what warps have I completed? 1, 2, 3, and 5, I believe.
I believe so. I haven't seen 4 at all here.
I got 1/2 of 4 on the low half of production.
Okay.
What's in this door?
More grating, and pipes, and that,
And bees that say no.
and lit Mecha K-Rules.
Toy sales.
Oh,
Who is there to
man.
sell toys to? I haven't seen hardly anyone on these islands.
Oh man.
I mean, I guess they could sell them to those beavers if you didn't destroy all their housing.
That's fair.
That was an accident. I didn't mean any of that.
Right.
I just had a comment about a completely different movie, and then I have to keep reminding myself that I am oddly eclectic in my tastes.
You are.
Yes.
It's like, I love video games, and movies, and TV shows, and
Awesome.
cartoon shorts, and books.
And lots of other stuff, too.
Yeah. And sports.
That's the one that throws most people for a loop.
Yeah, no, it's like, I am into a lot of nerd stuff. I also like sports.
What? Does not compute.
Yeah.
Speaking of sports, Fight
Hey!
Night.
Donkey Kong off to a good start there, but... Whoa, tossed out of the ring!
Tossed? Question mark?
Alright, let's try this again.
That's okay.
And entering the ring once again, after getting his bottom sorely handed to him, Donkey Kong! He starts with a ground pound on the big log and while killing the other gremlin. He goes for the stomp again. This time it works. He delivers a crushing backhand slap to the next gremlin. Well, here awaits the next challenger. Oh, the ground pound hits him back. He counters the combo laid on by the big log and is tossed out of the ring by another gremlin. Once again, the gremlins have been to be too
Oh,
much
man.
for the Kong. I'm gonna stop now. I don't know how much.
No,
I'm gonna
this
have
is-
to do it.
This is what I was hoping for.
Ah, yes.
When I first found this.
Again. Oh, the double ground pound! Oh, vicious! Oh, he did it again! Oh, look at... Oh, the humanity! When will it ever end? Oh, nearly tossed out there, but he counters by tossing both of his opponents out of the ring. What a comeback, ladies and gentlemen! Some complimentary fruit for him. He's back at full health, but now has to face 3 foes. Delivers 2 preemptive strikes. 3, 4. His opponent can't land a hit on him. Oh, 2 for 1 in that. Oh, man. Only 12 seconds left now. We got 10 seconds. He could come through this time. Oh my goodness, he's only got 1 big lug left. He jumps. He barely avoids an attack. He goes for the combo. And yes, he's done it. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shadow Toa, the greatest announcer on Twitch.
Whew. Ah, man.
That was
fun. I need to
fantastic.
work on
Thank
that.
you so much.
Let's jump out of the ring a few more times. No.
That was wonderful.
It's like I had to channel my hockey announcer there. It's like there's too much going on for me to actually announce, so I have to.
Hey, that was brilliant. Alright, there's one more door we haven't gone through, and I believe it's this one.
Caleb, I think I'm the only one who gets that joke.
What joke?
Yeah, did I miss one?
Channel your hockey.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh! I made a pun.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Anime pun. For anyone who watches One Piece, you know exactly what that was. I did. Wow. No, I was talking about hockey, the sport. I mean, it applies. I'm really glad I made that pun, but wow. I wish I had done that on purpose. I wish I had the foresight to make that pun.
Oh my gosh.
You seem to do that a lot, though. You can make people believe that you do.
Yeah. That's why it's important to be honest about it. Then, that way when I decide that I want to just keep it a secret, you guys will believe me. No, that's No, I'm trying to steer away from that, actually.
Television?
No! It's a computer! Okay, that's... No.
That's not good.
I am calling that out. It turned on and immediately said online in the 90s.
I don't think so.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
The Wi-Fi in here must be fantastic.
Right?
What Wi-Fi? Ugh. Wait, hang on. When did this game come out?
99.
99. Okay, there might have been some Wi-Fi then. That's just, man.
Not very good, though.
No.
Okay, so we wind up all the way back here.
Oh, okay. So the map. Okay, I see. I see. Oh. At least this bothers to. At least this seems like it's bothering to help you navigate a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next Kongs are not going to take nearly as long as DK did because now we have the warp system in place, so we can.
Navigation in this game?
I know,
Well, it's
crazy,
like,
right?
yeah, there's a map that shows you that different levels are different areas. So basically, this is a 4-tiered map of circular. Yeah. So like somewhere in this room, there's just like a map on a wall that shows that to you.
Alright, I don't think there is anything.
At least.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, at least it attempts to help a little bit because. Sorry, I got a little oversensitive. See this map here, this green thing. I got a little bit hypersensitive to that while I was trying to direct Robin through Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is a game.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
No! Oh, thank you.
Saved from the brink.
This emulator does not like BK64's climbing.
Not at all. Okay, I'm satisfied there's nothing else here. So let's go back down to production.
I am actually fit.
Production is this way, I believe.
Okay.
No, production is the other way.
Come on, Nintendo. Pause screen maps.
Yeah, not in this game.
No.
God,
They
get off
barely put one in Ocarina of Time.
the... Have I been here?
I don't think so. Do not quote me on that.
Yeah, no, here's Cranky. And
Nope.
Candy, too.
Yeah. Nice. Man, that's
Okay.
going to have a Mulan moment there if we weren't careful. Huh.
Now we're gonna do things.
Why doesn't he have a nose?
Does he need a nose?
I mean, probably.
She really does look much different from the show version of her, doesn't she?
Yeah, no, the games have her doing pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I like this one.
This Kong?
Yes.
That's okay, it makes up for the fact that Lanky's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he doesn't have nostrils is extremely unsettling to me.
What does that do?
It allows us the use of the barrel.
Okay.
Contrary to Tiny, he gets big.
I missed its faux Latin.
Oh, you can't afford any more
Unfortunately.
powers.
Not for him, anyway.
Nope.
But for you...
Really though, is it unsettling to anyone else that he doesn't have nostrils?
I mean, yes, it was a bit unsettling.
I mean, as long as he's got some other way to breathe.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
he's a
good.
mouth breather.
Yes, he is.
Oh no! This is where he learns this move. Wait, so...
So now we can use the pad.
how does this work? Is this the move they gave him in Smash Bros?
It may be.
That move...
Okay, this is tedious.
Yeah, but it's necessary. It'll
Yeah.
speed us up for later.
No, I just mean like having to go individually with every single character.
hmm
Yeah.
Now we can use his pad too.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be better to...
Quick
it'll-
reference.
Hmm?
Quick reference. Robin saying something is silly does not mean she thinks the whole entire thing is silly.
Oh, good lord.
But look at this game. The whole entire thing is silly.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Oh, we were watching,
Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
yeah, we were watching that with a friend, and there's this one point where there's a submarine, right? And he gets on top of the submarine, and miraculously, the submarine does not submerge.
For a
And he's
several
able
day
to
trip.
Yeah, for a several-day trip, he just rides on top of the submarine. And at this point, nothing else had triggered this up to this point. But this very moment caused me to say, this is really dumb.
Actually, no, it caused you to sing that along to the theme song.
Yes.
That's how you gotta do it.
This was really dumb.
Brilliant. Perfect.
And a friend of ours that we were watching it with had a moment where he was like,
Take that back. He was upset. This is the greatest movie ever.
If it's the friend I think it is, then yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
So who wants to see what's inside here?
Yeah, absolutely.
never mind, turn around. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, come on. It's just a crusher.
Okay. Getting flashbacks to a web series called Frame of Mind.
Frame of mind?
Yeah.
That's one I haven't heard of in a while. We're going to have to bring Lanky in
What
here.
is even happening?
He was avoiding getting crushed.
Well, no, we were invincible.
Star Wars Episode 2.
Well, no, we were invincible.
AKA the best.
Yes.
I can't finish that sentence.
Oh, so... I don't know if you guys saw a status I put up on Facebook on the 4th.
I am not on Facebook.
No, we're not on Facebook at the moment.
Yeah, so, basically, I took a stab, like I do every year, at Star Wars altogether.
Oh, yeah?
I basically gave a 4-sentence poll saying, hey, which one offends you the most? That's my sentiment to you today. And I said stuff like... Oh, crap. Okay. I said stuff like...
Yeah, that's what people usually say about when that happens.
Star Wars is dead to me.
It's not...
What did I... Oh, crap. Now I'm trying to multitask and I can't think. Okay. I said, You know what? Just for my own sanity. Here's what all I said. I said, the prequel trilogy is better than the original trilogy. As one of my statements. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your sister said the same thing. I also said Han Solo can rot in hell.
Okay.
I said my phaser rifle is bigger than your lightsaber.
Sure it is.
Spock is greater than Yoda.
Actually debatable.
And the Force is a farce. There.
Actually.
Basically, I wasn't being very nice that day.
Ooh.
Well, Star Wars is dead to me anyways.
Here's my question. Were you just trolling people, or were you actually having a go that day?
Both.
Okay.
And no, I am not. I'm not playing games with this camera.
Camera says
Camera?
no!
Ugh. Yeah.
Hey, no.
No!
Come on.
Yeah, yeah, Robin's done with the current canon of Star Wars.
We're actually calling it canon.
Well, that's what it is right now. It's not my canon, it's not her canon, but it is currently the canon.
Not my Star Wars.
Not my Star Wars!
Yeah, Star Wars is one of those things where it's like, practically as soon as Disney retconned the canon, I was one of those people who just started making my own.
That was just a bad idea altogether. Disney should never have taken it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, obviously, I am...
Oh, crap.
No. Yeah, I am going to see episode 9 just because
It's become necessary now.
Yeah, I've seen the first 2, and I feel like I really should see the third one and sit out.
As soon as this thing started spinning, I knew this was gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Everything spinning is a problem in a game like this.
Hey!
That's all the transports, and that's a lot of trouble saved.
Finally, okay. And you have all 100 bananas.
All 100
so
bananas. I've got everything but the blueprint.
And the 1 golden. Do you have all 5 golden bananas?
No, the blueprint's the 5th one.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, come on, camera.
It's stuck under you.
Ah, camera, no!
Camera, please. I'm pretty sure the guy I'm looking for is all the way at the top.
Yeah, one thing I will say, one thing I have heard is that people who have gotten an early look at the Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian, say it's really good. Or like that they were very impressed with just the initial stuff they were shown. Why wouldn't you just attach that to the wall?
Because they're jerks.
I have tried not to... I don't consider myself an expert on platforming or game design in general. That's one of those things where it's like, why would you do that?
Alright, so I need Tiny to get there.
Uh-oh, excuse me just a second.
Where's my blueprint guy? Oh, great.
Sorry, nope. Hang on.
This is ill-advised, but I'm doing it anyway. And I fell in between them, of all things. I actually kind of sort of made the landing the first time.
That's a little bit better. There we go. Oh dear.
Go.
I love it when
There he is.
non-precision platformers expect you to do precision platforming.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's like Mario 64 all over again.
Oh, come on. Finally.
There we go.
Okay.
And now to drop and die.
That looked like it may have hurt.
Maybe just a little.
Okay. Now that we got some preliminaries out of the way, let's go turn in that blueprint, get us tonight's Rube Goldberg thing.
Yay!
Right?
Let's teleport 3 feet away.
Totally useful, right?
Oh my gosh, no.
Were you expecting something else?
I feel like that's only almost a hand.
I feel like you were expecting that hand to go in a certain place.
No, how did I miss it? No.
That's okay. You'll have chances. We're not done here.
4 more chances to see that machine. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Haley was here, and basically tomorrow's gonna be looking very busy.
Mm-hmm.
We have a board game that we just got an expansion for.
Oh, fun.
So, and it's a board game we've played with my sisters a lot.
Fun.
So we wanted to play through it with them.
Cool.
Also, my brother-in-law wanted to play Trogdor, the board game, on Tabletop Sim tomorrow.
Ah, nice.
Also, before any of that, we also wanted to try arranging to see Detective Pikachu tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see it, only because I hate opening weekend theaters.
Yeah.
I hate theaters in general, but those recliners in the new theater might make it a little more bearable.
Okay. Yeah. That's... all the stuff I've seen about it has surprised me.
I've heard rave reviews from 2 people so far.
Yeah. It's like, from what I can tell, it's like, it's just an average to kind of by the numbers, if decent enough kids movie, but with a lot of Pokemon-related references and in-jokes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So fans should enjoy it a lot. Which, by proxy, makes it almost immediately one of the best video game movies ever made.
Mm.
because holy crap, it was decent.
It's been a lot of people's opinion that it's been really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, people seem to really be enjoying it. And critics have not been roasting it to pieces.
Pretty good sign, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, especially since... Okay. My expectations for what this movie was going to be like was what I got from the first Sonic trailer.
That's your first mistake right there. The Sonic trailer should not be gauged for anything.
I didn't even want to see it.
My
Well,
first...
no, that's just it. Everything about that trailer is what I expected them to do with Detective Pikachu.
Well,
And just everything I've seen about it, it's like, wait, this looks like they care.
well, my first couple thoughts were somewhere along the lines of, have we learned nothing from Super Mario Brothers?
You shut your mouth about Super Mario Brothers. It is the best movie.
Wait, have you actually seen that?
Excuse me, by
I
what
have.
criteria?
I have.
By what criteria do you say this?
Goomba, best character, 10 out of 10.
I think some discussion needs to be had here. Or maybe not.
Oh,
Jeez.
Joe Don Baker as King Koopa. Oh no, he's T-posing.
Okay, that was cool.
That was awesome.
T-pose for dominance.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh no!
This is amazing. That is awesome.
Yes.
I've never
This is
seen
why
that.
He's so strong in Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I've never seen that.
Oh man, it is wonderful. I wonder if that's just a thing with the emulators.
I don't know, but I like it. A lot.
Woo!
I don't believe I've seen any Diddy balloons yet.
Yeah, me either. I might have seen one just when you were playing as Donkey Kong, but no!
Oh.
Nice.
So, that pad.
Ugh. Aye, there we go. Now we have.
And the conveyor system up there is tiny, so we no longer need to be here.
Nice.
Let's do something fun.
Ugh.
Are you serious?
That was a good landing, man.
I didn't want the landing.
Oh. So did you actually?
Tuck it!
Did you actually watch the trailer for the Sonic movie, or did you just content
No,
yourself with?
I watched the trailer and
I did not.
There's a conspiracy theory that they made it look that bad on purpose, so that when they come out with their actual design for Sonic, people are less upset.
first of all, do we know what happens when we put humans, other than Robotnik, in Sonic anything?
We
You
get
get Sonic Adventure. It's Sonic Adventure 2.
I was trying to think of something people don't remember all that fondly, but okay.
I'm sorry.
Like Sonic 06?
What? I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Yeah, I went there.
Sonic was sick.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I had erased that from my memory. Oh man.
You
And
can't...
I've actually been. I watched a really awesome video about Sonic 06 recently, like several times.
Ow.
Ooh.
I'd like getting slapped in the side of a head with a box.
Yeah. Like, I doubt you're familiar with the channel, but there's a guy out there called with the channel called the Geek Critique.
Heard of him. Never watched any of his stuff.
Okay, he started a series where he was just going through the Sonic games and giving his genuine opinions on them, as well as his personal history with his favorite video game series.
Hmm.
The last episode of last year was on Sonic 06.
Interesting.
And it has been one of the best videos I've seen on that game.
Nice.
Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez.
Oh, the lag!
Lag bad.
Yeah.
Whoa there. I got the nanners.
So he comes at it, but yeah, he comes at the game very much from his personal experience with it. And it's like, at no point does he try to deny that the game is bad.
Well, good, because there really isn't any denying that.
Yeah. And in fact, he pokes fun at himself for even. Oh, that was a good try though. Yeah, at like 19 years old, he attempted to defend it after playing through Sonic's campaign only.
Not good.
And he spent a good chunk of the video just
It's no use!
debunking his own statements at the time.
Oops.
It's like, well, that settles it. 19 is still way too young to formulate proper critical opinions.
Yep.
As Sliver says, it's no use.
The whole video's great, and it builds up to it. Ooh, I can see it this time. Genuinely, the whole video is great, and really does a lot. That's awesome. It really does a lot to bring to light kind of the inherent tragedy of what exactly that game has done.
It was tragic.
Because, like,
It's the
It
thing
wasn't-
is, it's the reasonable progression of the series at that point.
it was. It took everything bad about the Adventure series and ran with it without trying to address any of the problems.
Yep. And how did that end up?
But yeah, because it's like Adventure, and more so at least Adventure 2 had good stuff in it and good ideas, and people enjoyed the games overall. But they had so many problems and so many things that should have been warnings.
But there weren't.
But the problem was a lot of that stuff had to do with the inherent design philosophy they were going for with Sonic Adventure, the Sonic Adventure games.
I mean, do you think humans should have a place?
I do not.
Yeah, no. Definite agreement.
Okay, Sonic
And
Adventure.
Sonic fans will hate me for saying this, but I think Sonic Boom was a step in the right direction.
Which
I-
Sonic Boom?
Oh!
I mean, like,
Hey, get out of here. No.
terrible gameplay aside, the story mechanics of Sonic Boom were a step in the right direction. In that there are no humans, there are animal-like species in there that live alongside Sonic and his friends. Humans have no place. It's weird. It's weird and uncanny to have real human models along with Sonic.
This might be just because my first Sonic game was Adventure 2 Battle, so I never saw it as odd.
It's weird though.
It was more of a thing where, bananas.
I'm trying.
It's like-
oh, I guess this was a thing.
It's like even like in New Donk City in Super Mario Odyssey,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
where they have like Mario next to like real
Okay,
freaking human
that's
models.
absurd.
That's weird.
Yeah.
True.
That's weird.
Yeah. No, it's like, yeah. The fact that Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was my first game even made it so that looking at the lore of like the Archie comics and by proxy Sonic Sat AM was the slightly weirder one to me.
Oh, because of the fact that everybody was woodland creatures?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so there's only one human?
You mean Sonic isn't
What
being
happened?
chased by the police?
What happened to this world? Why is there only one human? So, yeah, I had a very weird experience with Sonic.
Indeed.
Nah, I just, like... Honestly, my only experiences with Sonic were the original games, the 2D platformers,
Yeah.
and Sonic 06.
Well, yeah, that's just it.
So when I went back and saw footage of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, I was like, this is exactly like Sonic 06.
Yep.
What is this? This is... People weren't expecting Sonic 06 after this?
Nope, because, believe it or not, back in the day, Sonic Team were a well-respected developer.
Yeah, until they did other stuff.
Yeah. That's actually something that... that's actually one of the best points in the video I mentioned. Because he mentioned it's like, this has not just made every Sonic game since... And, you know, this has not just made Sonic a laughing stock. This has not just made people roll their eyes every time a new game comes out and completely treats this as a joke.
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Nowadays, people treat the whole series and the character as a concept himself as a joke.
Yeah.
But it has tainted the memory and legacy of the original games.
Which makes me wonder how it'll be received when I eventually do Sonic stuff on Steam.
Honestly, it'll probably be received well.
The original Sonic games are fine.
Oh yeah, the original.
I don't think that the stuff has tainted the memory of the original Sonic games, because there's nothing wrong with the original Sonic games.
It has. Basically, people who haven't grown up with it, all they know is, like...
crap.
This is a character who has been in a bunch of crap games, who got his start in the 90s as a big deal in games that aren't really even that great. It's like they're okay at best. And it's funny to see how much he can just continue to fail. That is what people are growing up knowing Sonic as.
Yeah. And it's a shame.
Like the legacy of Sonic 06 is that it not only ruined the future, but it poisoned its own past.
Leaves me to wonder why they did that in the first place.
To meet a deadline.
It was the logical progression.
Yeah. It was several factors. They had a short development time. Their leader and the last founding, the last of the big minds who made the original Sonic games. Oh, here they are.
Whoops.
They all... Yeah. He left near the end of development, so they had lost their leader. Furthermore, the team had to be split up because they realized that Wii was not going to be able to handle the stuff they were doing for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Furthermore, they were just having a ton of problems with the stuff they were working on. They had to completely shoehorn in another game that someone had been working on. And then
Are you kidding
at their
me?
lowest, leaderless and where did you come from?
B says no.
Okay. So yeah, at their lowest point, leaderless and and partial spray. Sega's like finish it by Christmas, so that it's ready in time to have been released as part of Sonic's 15th anniversary.
So they did. And
So they did. They're just like, okay, we'll just cobble together what we can, make it as playable as possible, and we'll just have to recoup the losses and make something else later.
yeah, which
The
results
problem? Sorry, you go ahead.
which resulted in
Yeah. Well, it's like the biggest problem with Sonic 06 is that it's unforgettably bad. Like, you see all the stuff that is wrong with that game, and it's not just... It's something about it.
I mean, if you're
Makes
paying attention, it's not that hard to see.
Yeah. But something about it just makes it so that everything wrong is mesmerizingly bad. You cannot forget it. Diddy Kong used the bin attack.
It wasn't very effective.
Yeah. Now I did bring up some of the stuff Pt.3 brought up in this video, but you really should watch it yourself. It's really good.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It made me sad, even as like a guy who never grew up with Sega. And thus, Sonic has never been, to me, what he has been to a lot of people.
Right.
Yes, that is 10 golden bananas in Frantic Factory. That is row 4, column 4. That's your second one in row 4, and your second one along the diagonal.
Hurrah!
Welcome to bonus stage.
Oh, I despise this one because of the mechanics. You'll see why this one is so bad.
Oh no.
Why won't they go in the hole?
Exactly. You got to get them going in straight ahead, and like almost glitch them in.
Yeah.
There's a certain technique to this. What's the word you used to use, Robin? Finesse?
Finesse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finesse! In the hole! Finesse!
This is Sparta.
Finesse!
Also, needless to say, if you fall in, no, I'm not losing this on one beaver with that much time.
Oh, thank goodness. They just weren't going in for a bit there. Alright.
He's
Good.
coming to get you.
I think that's all for Diddy now.
It is.
That was much shorter, you're right. Whoa.
I need to find a tag barrel. Probably over here, right? Yeah.
So yeah, long story short, the Sonic movie has basically become the most recent opportunity for people to rag on a character who has become tradition to rag on forever. Ugh.
Sad legacy.
Yeah.
Not one I would have thought Sonic would have.
Yeah, I think they need to figure out what they are as a 3D game.
Well, that's...
Because it's like... Because I feel like they never really figured that out.
Yeah. I don't know if they can at this point.
Oh
It's like-
boy.
It's like they did release a few games that were actually good. since Sonic 06.
Would anybody like to talk to Chibi there?
Huh? I'm not on the Twitch chat. I have to...
Okay, so she likes Sonic Adventure 2 because
Yay!
because Chow.
Somebody else.
Because Chow. All the Chow. Chow is best Chow.
That's
No,
all I
okay.
ever hear about that game is the Chow.
Uh-huh.
No, the Chow and the speed stations. It's like objectively the first stage I think is probably the best. I always like playing Shadow's stage just because I prefer playing as Shadow. This room is really loud.
That's alright, we only need one banana from it, we're good. Or one balloon. But yes, more about the Chow.
Yeah, it's like the Chow is all I ever hear about in Sonic Adventure 2, and it was never replicated in any other game as far as I'm aware.
Not that I recall.
Yeah.
But then Sonic isn't my field of expertise, so that's not saying too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't believe there's anything for Lanky before the spinning platform here, so...
Yay! Time to fall!
Yeah, my favorite time of the day.
Where is the chat on this page?
Like,
Yeah.
Coin says no.
All arms, no grab.
Okay.
But no, yeah, like setting wise, I really do feel like Sonic Boom was kind of a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the gameplay was a little bit yet.
There are two things I have
And a lot of
questions about.
A lot of glitch.
My two questions have to do with A, why by the jumping mechanic does it seem like Sonic can no longer do his spin attack? And B, why is Knuckles on steroids?
Because Knuckles is the best.
Yeah, they felt like trying to give the characters more, I don't know, character?
And
Maybe it's made
steroids
a
is...
Final Fantasy reference that I barely missed.
Oh yes, the reference.
Yeah, basically I managed to log into the Twitch stream right as they put in a Final Fantasy ref. So it's like, okay, it's analogous to Chow. The Moogles and Chocobos of Sonic, yes, there we go. Ah, yes, the Chocobos.
Oh, the Chocobos!
The Chocobos.
Yes, oh dear, the Chocobos.
If there's not racing in the remake, I'm going to be very angry.
Yes, Robin. Oh man, we really should finish that game.
I
Right.
would, but they took away my healer and I'm mad.
Racing.
They always take away my healer in these games.
Yeah.
And now I have to say Sonic R.
Yes, English voice acting. I saw that
And
in
now
the
I
trailer.
have to... What?
It looks like they're using English, not only English voice acting, but English lip syncing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I hope it's better than I'm gonna get some hate for this. Better than a lot of the lip syncing in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the trailer was pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's just some cutscene in Kingdom Hearts 3 where it is clear they did not lip sync the voices for the English
You heard the
version.
lip syncing in Kingdom Hearts 3 was bad, or just the whole game? GD.
Yeah, you've been through the entire game, right?
Because it's like, one of these things I will fight you on, but it's... Yeah, the lip syncing
Okay.
got pretty bad at points.
Alright, I think I may have been wrong about there not being anything before.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Hoopla, hoopla,
I have
hoopla.
been a big Kingdom Hearts fan for a long time, so it's been my favorite video game series for well over a decade at this point. So it's one of those things where it's like I did enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3, and I feel obligated to defend its better points against people who think that
Might
the
do
game
it
is
wrong.
a bad game.
For one
Yeah,
thing, the
so-
music is incredible.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really have issue with people who didn't necessarily like the game. It's just
Some of the worlds just felt really like unfinished to me.
I've actually never been through the first game.
yeah.
Not all the way. My brother has, and I have it on PS2 somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, yes. She does a great job. I personally wish the song they played at the end credits, which was, oh man, how did that? Man, I have DK64 in my ear.
Well, I mean, one grand composer deserves another, I guess.
Oh, did they do something completely different for the end credits this time?
Yeah. It was actually the first song they revealed for the game. Oh shoot. What's it called? Face My Fears was the opening one, and the ending one I liked better, and I can't remember what it was called. No. Memory, why are you betraying me? Don't think twice. I think.
No. Think twice.
Yeah.
Don't she be
You
saying
should in
don't think...
fact do that.
So think twice, but don't think twice? Essentially?
No, I don't want to spoil anything for people that haven't played it yet because it's still pretty recent.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But just
Thank
in
you.
reference to what happens at the end, yes, indeed, you should think twice, my friend.
Thank you, TV, for the assist there. Oh, man. But yeah, music was good. Music was good in that game. The gameplay was quite excellent. I kind of felt like it was a reverse Kingdom Hearts 1, where it's like,
Yeah.
in 1 the gameplay was fun if a bit janky,
Mm-hmm.
and but the story was what people kind of really enjoyed about it. In KH3, it's the gameplay that's really solid and what people enjoy about it, and the story is acceptable if a bit janky.
What was your favorite out of the entire series? Like, just
2.
overall? 2?
Kingdom Hearts 2, yeah. Yeah, I have a soft spot in my heart for a couple of the side games, but yeah, 2's definitely my favorite.
So, who wants to see Lanky's pad?
I want to see this. I am looking forward to this. Lanky's always been a lot of fun. Okay. What is...
I can't aim with that.
Oh man. It occurs to me I'm watching the Twitch stream instead of the screenshot. I'm like several seconds behind you.
How far about?
Just a few
Using-
seconds.
okay.
It's standard, lag.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Batty Barrel
no.
Bandit.
Bats!
Anyway, I started that whole thing basically to reference that Robin has been playing, was playing through Final Fantasy VII. Nice. And
Tifa's the worst, I hate her.
yeah, there was that. The other thing that happened was she really loved the game center specifically because she would spend all of her money to watch the Chocobos race.
They're so cute!
Yep.
I just love them. I love their models in that game.
I mean, as long as you got your money's worth at the end of the day.
No.
I lost every time.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
So she, yeah. So yeah, she was just blowing money because she enjoyed watching them run. It was fun. It was a really fun experience. Though my personal favorite thing about that whole time,
I hate you.
yes, was I was very cruel to her.
Okay, this I gotta hear.
Somehow she had avoided the biggest spoiler in video game history.
And you screwed it up.
No,
I hate you.
no, I recorded it.
No, you didn't!
I told you I did.
No!
Oh, come on.
No!
Do you know how rare it is in like 2018, 2017 that somebody did not know about that?
No!
Yeah,
But-
Oh
but
yeah, then why are you avoiding it now?
that's
Why
still
are you avoiding saying it?
that's still kind of
Ugh.
inexcusable.
Oh man, so, no, I did not warn her, TD. Oh boy. I was on pins and needles. Ooh. Yeah, that... yeah, I could have said... Yes, I don't know what I could have said, because it's like... She had just gone through experiences in a couple other JRPGs where her healer character died. So it's like, I didn't want to ruin the fresh experience, but at the same time, I was just like, so, yeah.
And you
Yeah,
did
don't-
anyway.
Yeah,
Incidentally, we're all mature adults here, right?
yes.
And then they took Cloud away, and now I'm stuck with Tifa, and I hate her.
Well, no, Tifa disappeared
Oh,
from Cloud.
crap.
No.
Yeah.
I screwed up.
Oh no. No, I thought Tifa went with Cloud because
No.
Sid is your new party leader.
No. It's Tifa.
Well, no, I thought she went to get Cloud back, and now you're down to
Nope.
party leader because you did play through some of her thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm still with Tifa. I'm pretty sure you have played this game before me, and you are spoilering for me.
No, you definitely had Sid as a party member. That's
I know I had Sid as a party member, but he's not party
No.
member. It's with Tifa.
No. I'm sorry, I said member when I meant leader. And you know how I know that? Because you didn't. Yeah, because I haven't actually played the game. Therefore, the only person I could have seen doing that on the TV in the basement was you. Yeah, that would have been a pretty decent warning.
No, he was just like, oh hey, you can get her best weapon and her best move over here, and I'm like, oh great,
Well, I didn't.
Awesome how you get them so earlier in the game, and he's like, yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah,
And
that
didn't
was.
say anything about it, and then I just lose her, and he's like, and I'm like, why did you tell me to
Yeah.
go get the best things for her when I was just going to lose her?
Because I didn't want you to miss them.
That's the most evil way. That's the most evil way to throw off the scent.
I know. Yeah. This is going to be one of those things that's
Legit, there was a moment where I was like, hey, it's really weird that her best move and weapon are so accessible so early in the game, and he's like, yeah, it's weird.
There's nothing
There was
weird
legit
about
a
it.
moment like that.
Yep.
There's nothing weird about it. That was a jerk move.
Yeah, it was. It's that. Yeah, it's the same thing that happened on Game Grumps. When am I allowed to mention Game Grumps? Will that cause?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened on Game Grumps when they played through Shadow of the Colossus, where Aaron is totally setting up Dan for a tearjerker moment by avoiding the biggest spoiler of the game. Hey. So, yes, I am terrible.
You're a horrible person.
Yeah.
I don't think you get to complain. You married this horrible person.
And that hand does not look like a hand.
What is it?
A glob of flesh that's been molded to look vaguely hand-shaped.
Ooh. Alright, so who are we playing as next?
Next is Tiny.
Tiny! So, yeah, that is our Final Fantasy VII story.
Years and years and years later, and you're still mad. Grab the pole!
That long ago.
Yeah, it was like last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, that recent that you did this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so this was
No,
post-marriage.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was why I was so surprised she didn't know about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I forget which way is back. Okay, yeah, this way's back. We're good.
Missed some coins for her back there, I think.
Hmm?
I think you missed some coins for her back there. No, wait.
Oh, so I did.
Yeah.
Good eye, sir. Good eye. I was eventually going to come back here anyway, but good eye.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the production
Also,
area
yeah.
first, and then I'll spin back.
Yeah. Also, if it makes people watching feel better, I can share a story about when I was really dumb playing a game.
I mean, your stories are entertaining. I'll take any you've got.
Yeah. So,
Certainly better than me
you
just
have-
droning around here voicelessly.
So, I don't know how familiar anyone here is with Metal Gear Solid.
For my part, reasonably.
Reasonably, okay.
Snake,
Yeah,
snake,
this is a
snake.
game. Yeah, Metal Gear.
Snake!
Yeah. So, yeah, I know some of the more well-known stuff about it, like the fact that there's a boss fight where Otacon is a weapon. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the name practically says it all, doesn't it? But, nah, I do like Otacon, honestly. So this is a game with a boss in it. Does anyone mind spoilers for Metal Gear Solid, either?
I do
Before I
not.
get into this?
I do not. I'm the host of this stream. Spoil all you like.
Okay. So, like, this is the sort of game where there is a boss. And keep in mind, this is a military-style tactical espionage game. You know, the plot is terrorists have taken over a...
The plot is terrorists.
Yeah,
The plot is terrorists.
we're talking about the original PlayStation one, actually, CD. Which I believe was remade into the GameCube one, so yes. Yes, thank you. It's like, yeah, let me contradict you, and then realize that it's not actually a contradiction. My bad. So, yeah. Anyway, there's this boss who his opening cutscene when he talks with you is, I am a master of the psychic arts, and I am also a master of telekinesis. Watch, put your controller on the ground. I will now move it to the left.
Andros.
Using the vibration function.
That's such an Andros thing to do.
Yeah. And then he's like, now I will read into your mind. And then he will tell you like how you're doing in the game. Like, you are a very cautious person, or you died a lot so far. You need to take your time. And then he's like, and now I will read deeper into your very soul. And he will actually read your memory card. And if there's a game he recognizes on there, he'll comment on it.
Nice illusion.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is great.
Welcome to bonus stage.
And so during the boss battle, there is a problem. During the fight with him, you're trying to shoot him, you're trying to punch him, you're trying to move, but he is programmed to read and react to your button inputs. So you cannot physically get to him. The way you're supposed to beat him is you are supposed to unplug your controller and plug it into the other controller port. Because it confuses him and he can't read it because it's not where it was anymore.
Right. Quick incidental technical note on that last minigame. Hitting a Kong would have increased the count by 1.
Ah, okay.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Only on the first controller? Okay, got it. So... this is the sort of game we're talking about here. Yes, it can seem like it's taking itself seriously, but occasionally it'll throw stuff like that at you. I reach a point where I've fought off my very first boss. I've been playing the game for a few hours now, and I've rescued one of the people I've been sent in to save. And he tells me that there's an ally who's in the building with me that I can contact with my codec. I've already actually met her in the story, so I know who he's talking about, but don't have any way to get in contact with her. So he gives me a CD in a case, which is part of the shutdown codes for the nuclear missile launch.
A nuclear missile launch, eh?
Yeah, because that's the whole point, is trying to see if the terrorists can launch a nuke, and if they can, to stop it. So he's like, "Oh wait, they are ready to launch a nuke? In that case, here, you better have my my codes and stuff," and he hands you the CD in the case.
Mm-hmm.
And then he mysteriously dies of a heart attack right then. Totally not suspicious.
Yeah, real mystery there.
Yeah. So anyway, one of the last things he says is that you can contact this person. I've put her codec information. Yeah, or the codec information to reach her is on the back of the CD case.
Interesting place to put it.
Yeah, so I spend a good 10 minutes going through every button command I know trying to look at this darn CD case. And it's not working. I can't for the life of me think of any other thing I have that could help. So I start going through the entire game up to this point, looking for hidden information, looking for stuff I've done, going through areas I've already been through, dying a few more times. Like, I spend like half an hour doing this. And I'm getting nowhere. I'm not finding any more items that could help. I'm not finding any information. I'm not... It's like nobody... I'm calling everybody. Nobody is giving me the information I want. And eventually I need to take a break. I put the controller down and I'm just resting there. And my eyes happen to glance over to the actual real-life CD case for Metal Gear Solid.
And sure enough...
And I realize... On the back of the CD case, you know, they always had the text and the ratings and the little blurbs and stuff and the legal information.
So it was a precisely
and all the scenes that you might come across during the game.
So it was precisely this moment you realized what they did.
Yes.
Hmm.
One of the scenes they showed on the back of the box was Snake talking to this character on the codec, which also shows the number. I had spent the better part of an hour doing something trying to solve something in-game, and falling completely for a meta puzzle in a game that I knew would love to throw these types of puzzles at me.
More like Meta Gear Solid.
Oh man, yeah, he told me exactly where. Oh man, I don't know if I have ever felt more dumb during a video game. Oh man, that didn't quite kill my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid. Ultimately what happened was that I was having trouble with the tank boss, and I put it down, and then some other stuff started happening, and I was never able to get back to it. I do want to pick it back up, but... Oh man, that was soul-crushing for me. I was just... Ugh.
I can certainly imagine.
Oh, well, hello there.
Hello, little friend. We are going to have to save her.
Yeah, it also sucks, like, from what I've seen of the Metal Gear Solid series, I like it, and I do want to play through the games. That was just, yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, unfortunately, but... What happened? Oh, you're in first. Yeah,
What's up?
I keep forgetting that, I go to check chat in the stream, and I keep forgetting that I'm watching the stream. So I'll get it eventually.
Grab the ladder. There you go. Guitar.
So yeah, So yeah, I've had my fair share of dumb moments that hopefully offset some of the more jerkish things I did. Which, come to think of it, I did pull a similar thing with Shadow of the Colossus, except I wasn't quite as mean.
Good night, Chibi. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, good night. Ah, that's yeah. So yeah. So like, are you aware of what happens in that particular game, Andrew, or does that
Not extremely.
Okay?
I haven't played it myself, at least.
Yeah. I mean, it's a more recent game, so it's one of those things that I wouldn't necessarily expect you to 100%, but...
Oh no, there's a bunch somewhere and I don't know where it is.
Oh no!
Well, I saw one banana back there somewhere, but...
After this next thing, we'll check for it.
Okay.
To where you're suggesting.
Yeah. Right. Oh, okay, a race. Versus someone who looks very, very close to another character I'm aware of.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's an IndyCar design. It's just the green and purple, I think, that's really setting me off right now.
Oh jeez.
Did he just run into the TNT?
How many coins do I need? I
don't know.
I totally missed that.
Oh well, just do your best to figure it out.
Ow.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
I'm not so sure my best is saying much here.
Oh no.
I keep
dodging everything.
I keep
very
psyching.
successfully so far.
Yeah, I keep psyching myself out of every
So
coin.
good at it.
Yeah, so look at how well you dodge all these obstacles. Oh. Who thought this was a good idea?
I win,
Oh,
but
you win! Yay!
I win, but I doubt I have enough coins.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
really.
5. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I really hope it's 10. 10 I might be able to somewhat manage.
They really don't give you a lot of time to actually see that they're coming and move into them.
Don't.
No, they don't. Alright, I need a cushion here. Safe standing right there.
Cool. Whoa! Overtook the last second to lead lap 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is your field of supreme commentary expertise.
Yeah, I just yeah, that's a good point. That just occurred to... That didn't even occur to me. It's like, oh yeah, racing! That's like my sport. Oh, man.
I guess it's not so interesting with this only 2.
Well, no, it's more like I got caught up thinking of other things.
That barrel decided it.
Yeah, it did.
Come on, please be
hope
10.
it's 10.
Please let this be done.
Oh no, the shame of being beaten by a monkey.
Oh.
Or maybe anything that isn't a race car.
Or
I am
maybe
ashamed of myself as a NASCAR fan.
I have no reason to live because I am a race car that has lost a race.
Yeah.
many race cars lose.
Yep. Most of them lose.
But most of them don't have sentience.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, now, where did you say you saw this bunch?
going back along this way, and then left. Okay, I left from here. No, hang on. Like, the next... Like, here, I thought. No? Okay.
That's a
I
window.
mean, like, the next opening, I thought.
The next opening?
No, clearly that wasn't it. Okay. No, this wasn't where I saw it.
This place is too confusing.
No,
Do we have any other characters to collect for?
Just Chunky
Yeah,
now.
just Chunky. We're missing, what, 5 for her?
5, yeah. So it's either a bunch or it's 5 loose.
Yeah.
I do not know which.
Ah, where are we?
Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I never did... Oh, this. I'm pretty sure I never did get back to where I thought I was going to go back to.
Ooh.
Okay.
If that's the case, it's 5 loose ones, and I know where they are.
Yay!
Awesome.
The fastest way there would be this.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't become another thing like...
Well, if this doesn't work, I'm going straight to Chunky, and we'll just have to keep our eyes open for them.
Right.
Aha,
Hey,
yes.
there they are.
3, 4, and 5.
5.
Okay.
So now... Is that all 5? We have all 5 bananas for her as well, right?
I still need to get the blueprint turned in.
Oh, okay. That's... Okay, there's a good point. How many fairies do we have so far?
I want to say this is 4. I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah.
3.
Ooh. Good, so I am caught up with that.
Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to backtrack to get to pad 1.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
I don't know why that was so amusing to me.
I mean, it's an amusing little trick.
Yeah. I was like, it wasn't exactly defying the other times you did it, it's just that one.
Right.
Alright. This level has gone oddly well.
Indeed. Considering how long the first Kong took, I wasn't so sure. But this has been, in comparison, very quick with the other 3.
Yeah, on top of that, just with the amount of trouble the previous level gave us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's just something really unsettling about that hand.
Well, you're not going to have to see it much more.
Yep, only once more. Oh, okay, yeah, so that one just floats right into her.
Yeah, as opposed to everything else. Good grief.
The bird dropping it right off the edge there.
Well, now we can get him that other power.
Awesome.
Now let's see what this guy can do, huh?
Yeah.
He still needs his gun.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. We never got that for him.
Not even Chunky strong enough to take out the robot.
Nice. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get his gun first.
Okay, sounds
And
good.
then I'll worry about everything else.
Really glad you decided to show this game to us, I think.
Yeah, you guys having fun with it?
I'm having fun watching.
Glad to hear. It is a
Still
much.
having fun playing? Still having fun playing?
Oh, I am. This is easily one of my favorites of all time. Somebody sneeze?
No, I had a cough there.
Oh, okay. And now we have the pineapples.
Wow. For the record, I love how his shades makes it look like he has just these blood red eyes as he hands out all of these weapons. He
And
just
makes
looks-
gun noises.
Yes.
Well, which do you prefer, the surfer dude persona or the militant persona?
Well, I mean, I've only seen the militant persona so far, so.
You have an opinion, Robin?
Not really.
Okay. Okay.
They're just the quirks.
I know some people have some very strong opinions
Indeed.
on which should be the true persona of the characters, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I play a game series where the characters change fundamentally like every single game, so you know.
Yeah.
Are we in fact talking about Legend of Zelda? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So now we have a massive punch.
Yeah.
And those grates we've been passing by this entire level,
Oh,
now we can
finally
deal.
break them.
We sure can. And break them we will.
Yay! Oh man.
Oh! I know what he reminds me of now.
What's that?
Okay, you know in the SpongeBob episode where Squidward gets thrown into like different dimensions or something, and there's like the caveman SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh, Patar?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what his face
Welcome
reminds
to
me
bonus
of.
stage.
Stash Snatch.
Ah.
This is a maze game in which we grab all the money.
Oh, okay.
Ideally, I want to find all the dead ends,
Yeah.
as you can be guaranteed that there's money there.
Really?
Yep. I mean, it's a pretty classic gaming principle.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ow.
Stupid wasp. Only one more coin left.
If you get to the flag, it'll just say you need more money.
Okay. It's like careers. You cannot properly win until you have all of the money that you think you want. Have you ever played careers with you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have it on the sim, and I believe you guys have a physical copy.
You have several physical copies, I think. No, it's a fun game. And Robin, you'll play with me, right?
Do you want me to answer that question?
I was going to say, the hesitation here is pretty telling.
was like, no, she's beaten me once, I think.
Excuse-moi.
Yeah.
How rude.
I
How
am
terribly, terribly rude.
60% certain that she's beaten me before.
Okay, this box with the question mark.
Hey, there we go.
Guess it has its uses, huh?
Yeah.
First thing I need to do.
Pretty sure triangle doesn't have that amount of pitch variance.
No.
It does when he plays it. That is the power of the Kong clan.
Does that mean the triangle is spontaneously changing in size?
I mean, the characters themselves do, so...
True.
No, just tiny. What?
No, Chunky does too. His
Yeah,
barrel
that was
allows
fine.
him to increase his size.
Oh, I wasn't even making any more explanation. I was just referring to the amount of bend and stretch that these characters go through.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now back over here.
I mean, yeah, all of those points are perfectly legitimate points. In fact, they're more logical points. I just didn't think of them for some reason. Wow, it picked up speed. Specifically to avoid you. Again!
These balloons are getting malicious.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do still need to get to, production. Forgot I bypassed it solely to get the gun and the punch.
Right. Ta-da!
Now I just need to remember which way gets me
Which
back
way
there.
do I want to do?
It's not this one.
Robin, are you hogging all the cats to yourself?
I am. They are mine.
Aw. Okay, now that we're here,
Yes, yes, now.
this one's a pain.
Oh,
And the reason why...
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not the pain. This is the pain. It's timed.
Oh.
Very generously timed, fortunately. But timed nonetheless.
There we go. Behold! The awkwardness of platforming! Ooh, major hiccup for me there.
Well, what?
They went to the right of you.
I think you're not on the very edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ta-da! He clearly enjoys that. And he has butterflies. What? Chunky is Disney princess? Confirmed? What?
I mean, triangle.
Do any Disney characters play a triangle?
No, but, I mean... That's the kind of thing you might expect from a young Disney princess.
It depends on which one, I guess. Also, I guess it also kind of depends on what you actually count as a Disney princess.
Hmm. That's true, too. Okay. Back to pad 1.
At least the music here is playing.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet compared to the other stages so far.
I mean, yeah, that's not saying that like the other stages' music was bad. I was just thinking, you know what would make this stage
No!
actually... Yikes.
We almost went all the way through a world without that happening.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, you know what would make this world insufferable? If the music was bad. Because it's like, okay, the layout...
The layout
the best
sucks.
in the world. The layout can eventually get used to, kind of. And
I mean,
especially with the steps you took, it's like a lot. Going through this has been shorter.
Yeah, I've tried to make this as straightforward as possible. I love the factory theme. I despise the layout.
Right. It's just, yeah, so I just imagine that if this was if this did have annoying music, it would be just the worst. So, very glad that it Hey, good news, guys! I logged into my Twitch account.
What was it?
I said, good news, guys! I logged into my Twitch account.
Oh, hey, congratulations.
Yeah, my phone buzzed, and I checked to see what had happened. I mean, it's very handy. There was the one indication that I had not signed into my Twitch account.
I was gonna say, are you even on Twitter?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh. Come on, get the money. Go up, there you go. Don't think there's any more here.
But yeah, there was a bit of a stretch where I had to my info because someone like Trinidad or somewhere had decided. Yeah, I had apparently decided to log into Twitch from Trinidad or something like that.
Weird.
So it's like, well, there goes that password. Quick, change that.
Whoopsie diddles.
Yeah.
Okay. All the remaining bananas should be in here.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Man, it will actually finish off this level.
Indeed.
Unbelievable.
And the next episode is going to be solving the remaining world's mysteries that we haven't solved yet from Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec. So Chunky's going to have a big starring role in most of that.
Yeah, I'm sure. So what have we got here? It's a really big die.
It's a really big die. Oh.
What am I looking at? Playing blocks? Domino! What's next? More dominoes! And dice! Oh my gosh, they look very angry.
Oh.
Oh, they've transformed!
Into
This
a
is
mech.
Roar! And so now, you punch! You punch! You punch! You punch! You get hits! There we go, finally! Man, I was only keeping that going until you got hit, but it was starting to get kind of bad.
Nobody likes a tedious one-sided fight.
Yeah, that's.
Unless it's a 5-second squash.
I mean, even that. Yeah, it does kind of depend, I guess.
Look at all that melon.
All of the melons.
Fortunately, I don't need that much. Only one thing left to do.
Fight of the boss!
Okay, 2 things left to do.
Oh, right.
First, we have to turn in the blueprint.
Yeah, that would kind of be important. Oh, man. Robin. Just think, this is the final time that you get to see this lovely thing.
I still think the button should have been a nose.
Yeah. Yay! My first blueprint for him as well.
What are we building?
That is the question.
It isn't so much what we're building, it's what we're sabotaging.
Okay, so, who is the character for this particular... Yeah, okay, we have 3 fairies so far.
Yep.
Who is the character for this particular boss?
For this particular boss,
Is it Tiny?
let's set about finding out, shall we?
Yeah.
Hey, spawn camping.
Yeah, really. I know there's a portal down here. The banana count this time is 200. So we can still do it in 2.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
He's not growing so quick as he was in previous levels.
You know what, it will give them a bit of slack. Just because... you know, this is one of the earlier 3D platformers. They're still experimenting with stuff, and one of the main appeals of Donkey Kong at this point was the character switching.
Mm-hmm. The color coordination drew me pretty quick.
Right. So yeah, it's not a bad idea. It can get tedious sometimes, but yeah. So it's like, I do feel bad for thinking that the character switching can get tedious. Just cause this was trying to do something completely different. I don't know. Uh-oh.
It is possible to do this without her hairspin trick. You better be really good at long jumps. Alright.
It's a die. It's also a jack! That's not Jack.
That is not the sound I expected that to make.
It was beautiful.
Oh, crap.
That was also beautiful.
That's fine. It's been worse. Let him get close, only because he slows down if he gets close to you. Other than that, stay in the center for the moment. Just hang in there until... Once he stops, one button of each color will show up.
Okay.
You need the one that he is standing on. Hit the other one, and you suffer this.
No.
Hit him 5 times to take him out.
Easy.
Camera, please.
Camera.
It's actually pretty easy once you get in sync with it. Okay, I need blue this time. Oh, over there again. No! Well, I guess it really doesn't matter because I started the cycle again anyway.
Ah.
Yeah, the cycle restarts from the last hit if you fall off.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to stick with this until he stops. Quick save.
Aha.
No.
Oh, it's a good thing you did. Yay! Hey, there we go.
After the second hit, they no longer... After the second hit, they no longer light up.
Ah. Okay. Oh boy.
After the third hit, he learns a new attack.
Oh, a boss that defies conventional.
Fortunately, we won't see it just yet. After the fourth hit, he goes invisible.
Why does he sound like Donald Duck?
That's a fine question.
He can go backwards now. That's not fair.
Oh, this isn't the worst of it.
He's catching up to you.
He slipped up.
Yeah, oh my.
He stopped. Back there.
Yeah. You see it.
Oh.
His
Oh,
crystal
you got
attack can force the shockwave.
Oh.
That was pure luck.
Phew. So what, that's a thing that you have to hope happens?
Think you have to what?
You have to hope that happens, then?
Oh no. You just have to be careful when you jump away from platform to platform.
Oh, okay.
You can get him to shoot first and then jump away.
Yeah. Hooray!
Ta-da!
Alright.
That's
Couple
the
of...
first world you've 100% completed.
Yep. Now, a couple orders of very quick remedial business here. We're not going into the other worlds yet, but there are a couple of quick things we can take care of here. Like this, I think. Maybe. Maybe the punch? Yeah, the punch.
Hey, look at that.
Tag barrel.
We need to take a picture of that one.
Where's the friggin' tag barrel? I know there was a tag barrel. There's the tag barrel. Oh, we're gonna get a bonus treat tonight.
Ooh.
Yay!
One of these days I'm gonna get my controls down. Where's the... Got her in a swipe.
Oh, you got it.
That is 4.
That's 4. Nice.
Alright. We're going to stay... Actually, no, we can't. We have to have Tiny out in order to turn that in.
Yeah.
Where's the ramp?
Bets.
They're going to drive me batty!
Bye.
Ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Ooh. Yeah.
First of all,
Camera.
here's the longest Rube Goldberg in the entire game.
Yay.
What?
Sorry, you were supposed to be there.
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah,
Seems a little
Okay.
backhanded to me.
little bit. Okay, so that is that was a blueprint?
That was... What was it?
That was a blueprint?
Yes.
The third one for Tiny, right?
Yeah, she has Aztec, Factory, and Isles.
Whoa, oh no, that doesn't look friendly.
Who wants to see how Best Boy fights?
Yeah.
Yay!
Oof. So, this is actually... Okay. Welcome to the Mishmash World. We have a bone man here with us, but he's instantly taken down. This week's competitor is Lanky Kong, with his extremely stretchy arms. Look at him. He's like a regular monkey Luffy out there. No one can get even close to him. But can he survive for another 35 seconds? We got 2 more competitors here willing to test that out, and they're just instantly annihilated. Yes, I don't think anyone's actually ever going to touch him. Now the challenge is, can he finish this without ever taking a single hit? I should be keeping track of how many foes he's defeated, because this is starting to get ridiculous. Like, holy cow, it does not matter who you are, Bonehead, Green Penling, or Big Lug. He's just taking them all down. And that'll wrap it up. I don't think he was touched during that entire battle. Good grief.
All right. Thank you, Shadow,
Best
for your
boy
awesome
is
work.
Best boy.
Yeah, now the bananas are going to start adding up a bit.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Yeah.
Hey, more slot machine.
Ta-da!
I can expect this one to be faster.
Banana.
Oh.
I believe I see the pattern.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Speaking of Bonehead stuff, Robin.
Yes.
You know what? Restart.
Apparently, yeah, I did see one other thing for Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a news article. Apparently, Cubone has shown up in a couple of the trailers. Apparently, the lore behind Cubone is really sad.
No. Really?
Look, not to burst your bubble, but I'm pretty sure that was established
Game
very
one.
early.
Yeah, I do know there are people out there who don't know anything about Pokemon that will be of much interest to. It's just all three of us are Pokemon fans, and I specifically have the Cubone line as my all-time favorite, so it's amusing to bring up for us because it's knowledge we already know.
No,
Yes.
this usually happens whenever something that people have been interested in for ages and ages becomes mainstream. There's these articles that are like, there's this thing that's new information. It's like, no.
Yeah.
No. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, very near here should be
It's good that new
something.
people are getting interested.
Aha.
And now an entirely new generation of people who love Cubone and Marowak and bemoan the fact that he has always sucked, that they have always sucked as competitive fighters can emerge.
Yeah,
How
but
has Alolan Marowak done?
He actually did pretty well at the beginning of Gen 7.
is Alolan Marowak ice type?
No, it's Fire Ghost.
Fire Ghost?
Yeah, it's based off like the Fire Twirler dancers in Hawaiian culture, I believe. That could be complete hearsay, don't quote me on that. Yeah, the idea being that they have a lot of a natural predator in the area, and Mandibuzz for Robin, who I think might know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, the cries that a Cubone makes, because it is so sad, all of the crying it does is actually what attracts Mandibuzz and tells them where the Cubones are for them to come be predators with.
Right.
Because let's just pile on that pathos. And then the idea being that since there's a bunch of flying types in the region, rather than becoming a ground type, which is useless, it became a fire ghost type. To help take vengeance.
So that's the story behind Marowak, huh?
Behind a Alolan Marowak, indeed. Ugh. But yeah, he was actually pretty good at the beginning of Gen 7, but they did discover enough counters that he's gone down a bit. Unfortunately. Yeah!
Thank you, Sound Guy, for being on your game.
this. You are the co-anchor. You have a 5-second memory. Yeah, like the sound guides.
Yes. I so want to do that with Sean and others. That would be so great to bring that back.
So is this the first game with that has all of these characters as playable, or?
Yeah, I think this is the first time we've seen Lanky or Chunky. And I'm almost entirely certain the last.
Okay. Hey. So are there 5 bananas for everybody here?
Yeah, this lobby world has 25 as well. They're not all accessible yet,
Okay.
but we can certainly get places with this.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
Alright. What else we got here?
Well, we have a floor, a wall,
Oh, that's right.
another wall.
We hit the gongs before, but we were unable to get this, we were unable to get this barrel.
Right.
Now, Tiny can reach it. And so she will.
You can, therefore you will. Ow. That could have gone better.
True, but it could also have gone worse.
Much. Aha. So it seems like they did put a lot of thought into the design of this game.
They did.
Having to make sure that each of the Kongs could in fact finish the game on their own / with DK. Like, that takes a lot of
Welcome to
forethought.
bonus stage.
The big bug bash. Swat the flies. Swing and a miss.
This is such a rare thing, isn't it?
It is. Based on what I know about them. He's pulling a duck hunt! Kill him!
Oh no! No!
This fly will die. Oh my god. Is that blood?
Uh-huh. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Oh man. What's in that timer? Watching that timer countdown is reminding me of that old game Perfection.
Oh, yes. For those of you who don't know,
Anxiety attack! The game!
pretty much. I really want Mousetrap.
Old style Mousetrap, not the one they have out right now.
Old style
Mostly.
Rube Goldberg Super Mousetrap.
Because that is specifically the one I remember enjoying. The new one might be fine, I don't know. I remember Mousetrap was one of those games where I played it several times, and then when I got older, I thought to myself, man, I must have been playing that game wrong, because that got tedious.
Hmm.
And as it turns out, no, I was playing it 100% right.
Mm. It's just tedious.
It's just tedious, unfortunately.
Alright. I'm going to take a stab at the idea that that platform right there triggers that panel, which hides Chunky's hint door,
Okay.
and possibly something else. The grand problem is I'm not entirely sure how to stick it down. Well, that can be solved next episode when we actually go into the Aztec. And I have a little more time to deal with that. I can do this. Oh, really?
Whoops.
Oh, that's fine. It won't take that much longer. All I gotta do...
Let's switch to him. And... I will say, by the time they reached Chunky Kong, it feels like they were running a little short of ideas.
Just a bit.
It's like Donkey Kong, but more so.
Yeah,
like
DK's only DK's only playable feat of strength is the lever thing. Chunky's got far more.
Right. Yeah, Chunky is what most people would associate with, like, say, TV show Donkey Kong.
And now he's playing a ventriloquist act.
Ta-da!
One of Cranky's special barrels?
Interesting. For Diddy!
Somewhere we can't reach yet.
No! Why? We don't want that. Oh well, it's good to get it out today.
You know what?
Ready to go.
I have an idea. Yeah, I have an idea about that panel.
Okay. Oh.
The idea involves something I'm amazed I didn't think of.
Oh. You're going to make yourself blow up those guys.
See if that... Aha.
Amazing. Okay.
I don't know.
there
I'm
it is.
a little embarrassed I didn't think of that.
Yeah, we're all tired. Yes. there we
Ta-da!
Okay, that settles that.
go. Alright, so there's his indoor.
I do believe that tears it for everything we can actually do right now.
So, might as well set up new jungle japes for next time.
Yes, indeed. Camera, please.
Ah, oh no! Camera, get out of the building!
Camera!
Oh,
Camera!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, my.
Camera!
Oh, no!
Oh!
That looked like it hurt.
Yeah. Wow, that's,
Actually, what's that over there?
it's floating.
It's like a platform.
Structure.
Platform I didn't think about before.
Ah. Hello. Okay.
The DK switch. Or a coconut switch, but yeah.
Oh, there we go. Ah, look at that. And just like that, you have a banana.
Awesome. I believe the only thing around back of here was a tiny warp pad.
So many paths.
Yeah, okay. Okay, now that's it. Time to position back at the jungle. As Chunky, being that he is the only one... Oh no, he's not. Actually, you know what? Let's take a vote. Who would you guys like to see start the secondary run of Jungle Japes? Lanky, Tiny, or Chunky?
I'm a big fan of Save the Best for Last, so
Yeah.
let's start with Tiny, then go to Chunky, and then finish with Lanky. How's that?
I
Okey-dokey.
agree.
Yeah, start well, middle, the middle is fine, and then we'll end strong.
Alright, good enough. Let's get a
That
save here.
Okay.
My official opinion.
Actually, yeah, let's do
Trademarked.
proper save.
Okay.
Save state. And that's where we are. No more Frantic Factory for us. So next time around, we will catch up on Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec.
Indeed.
And then after that, it's all new stuff from there on out. So this has been Alpha.
Shadow Toa 1918.
And Commodore Hiko.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have an Alpha night.
Good night.
Good night.